I'm 78 years old, and I've had a lot of time to think about my life, the choices I made, the chances I missed, the years I wasted doing things that didn't matter. And if there's one truth, just one, that stands above everything else, it's this. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they never take control of their time. Now I know what you're thinking. This is about waking up early. No, this is about something much deeper than that. Because waking up at 5 a.m. didn't just change my schedule. It changed who I became. When I was young, I believed what everyone else believed. Work hard, be patient, things will work out. That's what they told me. And I listened. For years, I listened. I worked jobs I didn't love. I followed paths I didn't choose. I lived a life that felt borrowed, like I was just filling space in someone else's story. At 30, I had nothing. At 40, I had less than nothing. Debt, regret, confusion, and the worst part, I couldn't even explain why. Because on the surface, I was doing everything right. But deep down, I knew something was off. There's a moment in every man's life when the noise fades. No distractions, no excuses, just you and the truth. Mine came late. Too late, if I'm being honest. It was around 2:30 in the morning. I was sitting alone, staring at a table covered in unpaid bills. The house was quiet, too quiet. And for the first time, I didn't blame the world. I didn't blame my past. I didn't blame anyone. I looked at myself and I asked a question that changed everything. What if the problem is me? Not my situation, not my luck, me. That question is uncomfortable. Most people avoid it. I avoided it for years. But that night, I couldn't run from it anymore. I didn't make a big plan. There was no vision board, no 5-year strategy. Just one decision. Simple, almost stupid. I will wake up at 5 a.m. every day. That was it. No one told me to do it. There was no guarantee it would work. But something inside me said, if you can control your morning, maybe you can control your life. So I set the alarm, 5 a.m., and for the first time in a long time, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Not hope, not excitement, just responsibility. The first morning, I failed. I turned off the alarm and went back to sleep. The second morning, same thing. The third, I woke up, sat on the edge of my bed, and went right back under the blanket. That's when I realized something important. This wasn't about waking up early. This was a fight against myself, against the version of me that wanted comfort over change. And that version, it's strong, stronger than you think. It whispers things like, you deserve rest. Start tomorrow. It won't make a difference. And if you listen long enough, you believe it. But on the fourth day, something shifted. I didn't feel motivated, I didn't feel ready, but I got up anyway. And that was the first victory. At first, I didn't know what to do with that time. The world was asleep. No noise, no interruptions, just silence. And that silence felt uncomfortable. Because when it's quiet, you hear your thoughts. All of them. The doubts, the regrets, the fears you've been avoiding. But if you sit with it long enough, something incredible happens. Clarity. For the first time, I could think, not react. Think. I started writing things down. What I wanted, what I didn't want, what I was tired of. And slowly, those messy thoughts became direction. I didn't transform overnight. That's the lie people sell you. Real change? It's slow, almost invisible. I started with simple things, reading 10 pages a day, walking in the morning, sitting in silence, without distraction. It didn't look impressive. No one would have been inspired by it. But that's the point. The things that change your life don't look exciting in the beginning. They look boring, repetitive, pointless, until one day, they're not. After a few months, something changed. Not outside, inside. I stopped seeing myself as someone who was stuck. I started seeing myself as someone who shows up. And that identity changes everything. Because when you believe you're the kind of person who wakes up early, who keeps promises, who does hard things, your actions follow, not the other way around. Here's the part people don't expect. When you change, life starts to respond. Not immediately, but gradually. Opportunities appeared, small ones at first, then bigger ones. People treated me differently, not because I told them to, but because they could feel it. Discipline has a presence. Consistency has a reputation. And over time, those quiet mornings started building a life I never thought was possible. Now I'm 78, and I don't regret waking up early. I regret not starting sooner. Because the truth is, you don't need more time. You need better control of the time you already have. And 5 a.m., it's not magic. It's just a door. A quiet, unnoticed door that most people walk past. But if you choose to open it and walk through it every single day, it will take you somewhere different, somewhere better. So tomorrow morning, when that alarm goes off, remember this: you're not waking up early. You're waking up to your life.